Exactly at 8 o'clock now. Good evening.
Good evening, doctor.
Good evening, man.
And
How are you, Ricky?
yes, good. I'm okay. Thank you.
You also you are celebrating the 9th day.
Yeah. In a small way, you are not like Nigeria into this of the ritual.
You got fighting kong you?
No, we don't but we just pray like at home.
Normal lah.
Normal.
So, Ricky, how have you been using the system now, and how has that helped you?
Okay. Okay, one discovery I have actually implemented this year is this one. What I call self-observation. Okay. Okay, this is what I did. I use a daily review.
Yeah.
Okay, and the notes paper. And the notes paper here.
Yeah.
So let's say I am aware or conscious of one of my not so good habits. Like suddenly I have this what do you call this anger kind of trigger.
Okay.
So I will just stop after that. I write down what actually caused the trigger, and then I put a note here. How do I actually tackle this one? One way is for me is that I recognize that, then I take a few moments to do deep breathing,
Okay.
So
very good.
Deep breathing to slow down,
Okay.
and then I examine, if I continue with that kind of habit pattern,
Yes.
how it's going to cost me.
Ravi say.
So I do that, as a what you call mindfulness activity. I do almost every day since this year. So one of the things I actually improved this year.
That's good. Hey, great, man. Actually, Ricky, that's a you have found a solution. You have found a solution. Let me give you what you did. Simply, what you did. The depth of it. Let me go to the depth of it. Okay, and you'll be surprised to learn this. Now, when you get upset, you're upset. Something upsets you, right?
Yeah.
Now that upset, where does it come from?
It's come from
Emotion, right?
Actually, internally, conflict.
Correct.
Conflict,
you might think it's my emotion that has triggered this anger in me, right?
Yeah.
Usually, we make the conclusion. Not true, Actually, it's much deeper than that. Because, remember this, okay? We, in this human body of ours, as an adult, you and I have something like 75 trillion cells in our body. Okay, 75 trillion cells. We were born with 1.7 trillion cells. But then we grow, as we grow, the cells become more, and we more or less come to the top end, about 75 trillion. Of this, 50% of that is human cells. The other 50% is microbial life. Whenever you eat some food, that becomes part of you, right? Now, these are the cells that's accumulated. So together you have 75 trillion cells in your body. Now, what happens is that sometime without you knowing it, your brain triggers. And that trigger automatically makes you feel that you are bothered with something. Are you with me, Ricky? Yeah. So something triggers you, and then that goes in, and then creates a kind of a wave, which goes into all of your cells, and then you begin to feel uncomfortable, angry, and all that. No. Now you, by breathing, you're doing the breathing exercise, right, Ricky?
Yeah,
When you do the breathing exercise, you are actually taking in more oxygen. The conversion of your air, every air that you breathe in has got 22% oxygen. More of the oxygens are being converted by you through your lungs. The moment that oxygen goes in, it actually provides food for the cells. Then what happens is you begin to slowly calm down. So the more intake of oxygen that take in, the more calmer you become. We don't consume all the 22% of the air that we consume, we convert. No, we don't. Because our breathings are very short. We take a small breath and then we are off again. So this is the reason why you have that. Now, when you write a reminder on that page and say, I must not get angry. Why am I getting angry? You write like that. You are actually telling the brain cells, hey, my disturbances are caused by something that is triggered. You are telling. But you go one more step and ask yourself, hey, why do I get angry? Why? When you ask this question, why? And then you always must write down the answer. What you think it is. As you keep writing, I was angry because of the remark made by someone, or I'm angry because I'm hungry, or I'm angry because a phone call came, and that's why I'm angry, and that triggers and when you start to write it down, the cells in your body will recognize why your emotion is changing or has changed. That is what they call awareness. See here, two things happen, okay? You become conscious of this emotion that you have, and then immediately you begin to reason with yourself, and automatically you get the answer. When you are satisfied with the answer, you will find that your anger, whatever that may be, will come down. And you can, if you keep on practicing, you'll find a great improvement in whatever you do. Your productivity in thinking, clarity becomes better. That's also very important. Did you listen to the tape, clarity versus certainty?
Yeah, I was here that day. I suppose I need to re-look into that.
Please do that.
So Dr. Venga, one question from this. Okay, so you are saying that the key to actually manage this whole thing,
yes,
is the question why, is it?
Yes.
Are you saying that? Okay. Got that. Thank you.
A lot of time, Ricky, we don't even know why as certain emotions, because scientifically, no one can tell you how emotion is improved in us. We don't even know how it's created. We know one thing: it's created by the cells. That's for sure. But that trigger mechanism comes from something in the brain that is triggering it off over something else. You see, you get a phone call and somebody says something to you. You get irritated. That irritation goes down throughout the 75 trillion cells that you have in your body. And automatically, it's up. That's why, Ricky, from the very beginning, my purpose of organizing and working so long with this V Planner was to make people understand themselves through the system. The V Planner is something that if you keep doing exactly what I suggested, that you have a monthly action sheet. In that you write down, I'm angry. Why am I angry? Second line. all that you write down, you are actually able to control your thinking much, much better. Strangely enough, Ricky, you will be able to get a lot of answer which is inside you, not outside.
Yes. Okay. All right.
All right, good.
Okay. So, Dr. Venga, I take your permission now to
Yes.
pose another question.
Yes.
This one I feel a bit embarrassed to ask after so many decades. Okay. Now, the V planner. Okay, now, you see your monthly plan here, right? Monthly plan.
Yes.
Okay. Now you have
Monthly schedule.
the monthly schedule is thing.
Yes.
Okay. Now from here 6 o'clock until the end, you have up to 11 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Correct or not?
Yes.
But I see your daily plan
Yes.
doesn't coincide with that. It's like it's
It
got
does.
another extra 1 hour. Is it?
Also 11.
Also 11.
11, also 11. You can see 10 and then 11.
Or it's not up to 12, is it?
No. It's
The
up to
bottom
11.
no.
11.
Up to
11.
11. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But but Ricky, one of the reason why I must tell you why I put I should have actually done the 10. But the reason is this, Ricky. Can you see mine or not?
Yeah. Okay. I can see it.
You see, I put that 10, right? Up to 10 and then draw a line. And then that other one I use for my weight. Every day I put my weight there. Every day I take my weight. You with me or not?
Yeah.
Can see or not?
So your normal day is you clock until 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., right?
10. I cut it off at 10 o'clock. Because, Ricky, important, Ricky, and for the rest of the listeners who don't want to show your face, but Christopher, I saw you, Christopher. Yeah, welcome. Good evening. Ravi, I believe probably you are driving and therefore you are just listening in. It's okay.
Yes, doctor. I'm in the car, but I can hear it clearly. Thanks, doctor, and the team. Thank you, doctor. Thank you.
Thanks. So again, let me explain something very important, okay? You must, Ricky, and the rest of you, remember this, okay? You must go to bed at the latest by 10 o'clock. First you must understand why must you do it.
That's almost impossible.
Sorry?
It's almost impossible.
Well, remember, you time, remember this. First, understand the nature of our universe. See, this human, like you're all living things, originates from the ground. Everything from the ground, okay?
Yes.
Now, what happens is the position of the sun, the moon, and the earth is very important for your having a good, a good health.
Yes, agreed.
Between the hours of 10 o'clock in the evening and up to 2 o'clock in the morning, these are the crucial hour in which you must completely shut down for the body to be able to repair. It's like getting into a workshop. Can you imagine you send the car to the workshop, the engine is running and the mechanic is trying to repair? That's exactly what you're doing if you do not go to bed by 10 o'clock.
True.
10 to 2, the 4 hours, which is crucial in a human sleeping pattern. But now, a profound person whose breathing exercise is very good, who's a yogi by profession, is a yogi, not interested in anything else except himself. For him, that 4 hours of sleep is more than enough for 24 hours. It's more than enough. The repair can take place within 4 hours. But for householders like you, me, and everybody else, that is not enough. We need 8 hours. So that's why you have to have 4 hours of deep sleep, another 4 hours of middle sleep, or at least a lighter sleep, so that you will be refreshed all the time, and your lifespan will increase to a better level than your ancestor. But 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock is a must, crucial must, the sleeping time. It's because of the position of the sun, the moon, at the same time the earth. This is science. If you need to understand better, you go in Google, you ask for melatonin cortisol graph, and then you'll see it there completely.
Yeah. I heard of it before. Yeah.
No, but it's there. It's a science research-based thing,
Yes.
And they have proven it beyond any reasonable doubt. Those who get that 8 hours of sleep, well documented, they live much longer. Their health conditions are much better.
Yep.
They're able to manage more or less every part of their illness also very well.
True.
So I know, Christopher, you may be in a job that you work from 10 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning. Could be possible.
Yes.
Okay. But whatever it is, this is how, you see, because you have heard of people say, the universe is conscious. You heard of that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, what do they mean by conscious? That everything that is outside there, they all have a life. They are all conscious. They are there to assist you. But you must help in the process. Unless you control this, you will not be able to get that. Like yesterday, for instance, for the Chinese, I said, Pai Ti Gong. What is a Pai Ti Gong? They say pray to the heaven. No? But actually, what it means is that you're asking that consciousness to help you, but you are not prepared to receive them. That's why in the case of the Indians, they celebrate Mahashivaratri. They do it for the whole night, They don't go to bed. They just dance around and sing around. All these are things they're done once a year at least, to get the best out of the universe. Now, I'm suggesting to you all, if possible, get to bed by 10. And get at least 4 hours of deep sleep, If you sleep a bit later for another 3-4 hours, it's okay. Up to about 6 o'clock. That means 8 hours is what is the maximum time you have. Try. And you will see You will see that you are better at thinking. You're better at solving problems.
Yeah.
And not only that, your creativity also will improve.
Definitely, yeah. Certainly.
I mean, those of you who hear me say this, and those of you who have practiced it, Ravi, as an example, Mr. Ravi, you are there, right?
I'm here, doctor. Yes.
Ever since you went to bed at 10 o'clock.
Wow.
But first, of course, I try to bring down from 12 to 11, then from 11 to 10:30. And then now having a discipline to switch off the phone at 10 o'clock,
Very good.
And I put the phone aside, doctor. If not, because the message will be coming in, and the tendency to go back to the whole habit, Yeah. But just to let all of you all know that I'm myself a trainer, and in the pesticide-free farming now in Malaysia, one of the leading company in teaching the farmers how to grow vegetables without chemical spray. So nature is very powerful, and thanks to Dr. Venga, he actually, I look for him, I look for him. I went to his office. I came to know through his staff. One of his staff gave me Celine's number, I believe. So I went to the store and bought the V planner. And I told Doctor, I'm not 100% yet, but I'm already surpassing my rate about 40% using the V planner. And believe me, this is intellectual of the highest order, based on whatever system which I've went through in my life. managing companies and managing farms, managing technology transfer. Sleep at night early really helps you in the morning. Of course, when you have your solitude time for yourself, no? Thanks, doctor. Thank you.
Well, what I can say again, share with all of you, is that we are connected to the universe. The universe is connected to us as a single. I mean, there's no religious nonsense in this, no? Just a human, no?
Yeah.
But one thing is, while the universe is conscious, the human is not, no? The human is so much of things he has got inside his head, no?
Yep.
All I'm saying to you is, guys, you have 24 hours a day. If you translate 24 hours, you have 86,400 seconds. And if you translate 86,400 seconds into money, then every single day you get 86,400 ringgit, US dollar, pounds, euro, whatever. Every day you get it free. And you know, if you then take away the sleep 8 hours out, you still have 16 hours. In that 16 hours, every dollar counts. How are you using it? How well you are doing it? Now, it's also important to realize, that this V Planner is designed to help human manage his thinking process completely. Every time your thought comes in, the first thing to do is to write it down. You remember, write, goal, review. The three simple principles I started talking about. Write, goal, review. Once you write down the thing, automatically it gets registered in one of your cells in the brain. Now you have 75 billion cells inside you, you know. The controlling unit is your brain. Every time you write, it records it down. It keeps it there. And what happens is the more information you can, say, retrieve, you begin to understand yourself much, much better. The question is, are you able or not able to do this? For that, you need this discipline of how to manage your own self. The managing your own self is, you know, we are made out of cells. Every cell by itself, every cell in the body is independent. It has got intelligence. You know what to do. Every cell has that ability. It is not only as an individual, it's also multitasking. At the same time, it also can combine together, become a group. Or at one stage, you see, for instance, when you laugh and laugh and laugh, and you're so happy, tears come out of your eyes. Now you wonder why tears? Because the cells are very joyful of all that happened. Now I'm not talking to you mumbo jumbo, no. These are factual. When you are happy, the day you are happy, you want to do things that you want to do, right? You want to keep on doing things. Am I right or not? But then the day comes when you feel you don't want to do something. In fact, your productivity drops to zero. You know what I'm talking about, right? So these are because of the cells in your body. The entire cell mechanism in our body is a very strong thing, but no one is prepared to teach you this or what, unless the person himself realizes it. Otherwise, we are actually walking around like a zombie. That's why it is easy to control human. All you need to buy them a headphone, put one tube around and send them everywhere, and then he's like a robot. Send him to the factory, and then from the factory he goes home, sleeps, come back the next day, go routine. No, he's not a thinking individual. That's why if you go back in time, say not far, 300-400 years, people never work more than 4 hours a day. Humans never work more than 4 hours a day until it became so structured in the 18th, 19th century. You know, it started off in the 16th and came down all the way. So what I'm trying to tell you is, number one, every single day you receive 86,400 Singapore dollar, US dollar, whatever it is. How you make use of them? Part of it, of course, you must sleep. 8 of that. The balance 16 hours that you have, you need to use it consciously, energetically, motivated. Your results will be better. You will be much calmer in what you do. And as simple as it is, if you just write everything down that comes into your head, whatever that is, even as stupid things like, I must go home and tell my wife I'm sorry. You write it down. You will find relief immediately, a calmness in your entire whole self. Think about it, okay? Now, you notice that as we are talking now, suddenly you look at your clock now. We have been engaged in this conversation for the last 25, nearly 30 minutes, right or not? You see how time quickly flies, right? So actually, again, just remember, this entire planet, whatever you have, it's moving all the time. It's not static. It's moving, it's expanding, you know. And so human, as such, you know, we are actually developing every moment of our time. Those who have a good night's sleep every day and takes care of his health, he or she does not need all the pills that are being recommended by Big Pharma. But provided you eat healthy food. That's why, as Ravi just now mentioned to you, we are also eating unhealthy food, because what we grow are not very healthy. They're chemically contaminated. And we eat food outside all the time. That also, they're not doing it for your health. They're doing it because it's a business. So what you eat, how you eat, how much you eat, how much sleeps you get, all that is part of this glow, the human. And the one thing that is common is all of us at the same time. How we make use of the time within ourselves becomes crucial. So number one, go back and sleep. Every day you must sleep very, very well. And at least a maximum of 8 hours. 4 hours of deep sleep and 4 hours of, say, sleep well. How do you know you're a deep sleep? If you at 2 o'clock in the morning get up, and if you cannot remember what you dreamt, then you know you have had a deep sleep. If you try that. If you can remember, that means you have not had a deep sleep. That's why between 10 to 2 o'clock, nobody can remember their dreams. We are dreaming, but we cannot remember the dreams. But between after the 2 to the 6, yes, you can remember some of the dreams. So these are things that you must know in order to measure it yourself. And please don't tell me, Venga, I have this Apple Watch and they are calculating how I sleep and all that. It's not. Only you know whether you have had a good sleep or not. Because when you had a good sleep, you will wake up fresh. Try it. Try it, okay? Chongjin, I hope you are also listening to me, huh?
Oh, hi, Dr. Venga. Yes.
And how have your sleep been now?
Hasn't been good because my flight was at 7. I had to wake up at 2.
You're in Chongjin is in Singapore today. But you know what, Chongjin, are you not when you are in Kuala Lumpur, do you go to bed by 10 o'clock?
Try to, but and making an effort to do it every day.
Very
Still
good.
not perfect.
You keep doing it until it becomes an automatic process. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, right? It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Definitely difficult.
I'm not saying it's easy, it's difficult, but every one of you try. As I told you, the graph shows it very clear. Go to Google, ask for melatonin and cortisol graph. It shows you, clear graph will show you. And you can then
It's
use
like
it
one
for
of,
you.
okay. It's like one of the wise persons just now, he said the phone and all this, yeah, like you say, it's difficult, and sometimes the old habits old habits die hard. And it's important to put the phone, let's say, outside of the room. I found that this one is useful instead of putting, let's say, next to my bed.
You know, someone whom I met about 20 years or 30 years ago, I never used a phone, a hand phone, until the year 2000. Before that, although phones are high, I don't. But the moment it was given to me free first, before Apple came into, they started selling the phone. I switch off the phone at night. I really switch it off. But most people don't. This chap I met told me, hey, you're wasting good money, no? Leave the phone on because you're paying for the service. But luckily for me, I never followed that advice, okay? I normally switch my phone off completely. What happened if somebody died? I will know it tomorrow morning anyway. You understand? Because those interruptions actually do not make you sleep well. You're anxious. Remember that as a human, you have this limbic system, behind you, which is always very anxious. And because it's anxious, it's always safeguarding you. It has got two things. One, flight, run or fight. This is the limbic system, but it's got a lot of other activities. But on all of that, it's always protecting you. It's a safety valve. If you're doing something new, it'll warn you, don't do it. It's new. You don't know. I don't have the data. Unless you override that, then only when you override, then only the intelligence that's in front of you, which is the neurocortex, this is where the intelligence is stored. But the intelligence is not connected to anything. It's a single standalone unit. It doesn't help you. It doesn't come out and say, let me suggest to you some idea. You must be the one to activate it. When you activate it, it starts. In whatever, even things that you don't know, suddenly it can tell you how. You'll rattle away. If you sleep well, you manage yourself well, if your body is well managed, your brains are not tired, well fed, you will always have that experience. Suddenly you'll be telling people you have never told before. I'm sure it has happened to all of you at times. I'm sure it does. You say it and then suddenly you're, hey, how come I'm saying that? Huh? It's usually sound advice. Ricky, don't tell me you've never heard that. You must have had that right? Christopher?
Yep. I often have that, but the challenge I face is I don't quite trust that voice. That's my mistake. That's my weakness, So I'm also working on is writing things down the awareness mechanism to actually tap into all this indeed.
Okay.
And then the other thing, as you mentioned, if let's say we are going to bed at 10 o'clock over here,
Yeah.
so we start our day according to this daily plan
Yeah.
from 6 o'clock, correct? or not?
Sorry.
From 6 o'clock, right? We start.
Yes. 6.
Because
Yes.
here, you have 8 here.
Yes.
Correct or not? 16, huh? Okay, good.
Say again. You're talking about the daily schedule, right?
This one. The daily
Yeah.
one.
The daily schedule, right? It starts at 6, but
6
I've
o'clock.
left it blank. You know why? Some people, like me, in the old days, used to get up at 5 o'clock.
Oh,
So I left it blank for people to add in the 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. But I always get up and put it at 6 o'clock. Every day is 6 o'clock. And that's why it is designed in such a way that some people, they sleep from 10 to 5.
wow.
You understand? So they can put on that. But more importantly, guys, all of you want to be productive. You want to be able to do more. You want to develop yourself. You want to improve yourself. The only way in which you can also improve yourself, provided you do the daily review, which must be done on a daily basis. The more you do the review, the simple questions like when you have done for the day, you ask yourself in review time, you ask them, hey, I did this. Am I happy with what I did? If the answer will be, you could have done better, no? If you honestly answer yourself, and you know everything that you do can be improved. It can only be improved provided you're not rushing into it, or you are forcing yourself to do it, then you will never improve. But the moment you are calm, then see, because remember that this entire body of ours it contains only cells. And that's why you and I are alive. And you know, all of you know this, okay? You came from 2 cells. Remember in the beginning, only 2 cells, one from your father and one from your mother. That's it. And it's the mother's cell that started the process, and you and I became a human. The same cell became 1, and the same 1 cell became 2, and then 4, and then 8, and then so on and so on. Now you have 75 trillion cells in you. Now these cells need to be managed well. Jonathan, are you with me? Oh, he's not around. Is he around? Okay, he's not around. Okay, now remember this, guys. All of this is the We Planner is there only for one purpose: to help the individual organize himself. And that's why when I spoke to you last month, I said there are 5 steps. The step number 1 is anything that comes into your mind, anything, write it down. Where do you write it down? The monthly action. That's where you start. Once you've written there, that form will ask you 2 questions. Who's going to do it? And when is your deadline? Now, automatically it drives you to step 2, which is I must go to the monthly plan and plan it. Now, planning means you are what you want to do. So you plan for it ahead, 1 week, 2 weeks ahead. That planning process is not the action process, just a planning process. And then when you've allocated time, by the side of the same monthly action sheet, there is a goal. I have written there, monthly goal. All you do is make a stroke and put that daily goal. And there are already 37 lines given to you for 31 days. Every day, what do you want to achieve? It's there also. Just to show you what I'm talking about, I show it to you. Just simply, okay. This is your monthly action, and this is the goal I'm talking about. See, I got 28 different goals. Every day I have got 2 or 3 things that I want to achieve. All that is there, including this session today. Now, when you have done this, and then when you come back to the sheet, there's a thing called, you see, who's going to do it? Okay. And when. Now you know the when. And when you have written the goal, you also tick. You tick the middle column, a small planned for. Once you tick it, you know you have set a goal and a time to get that whatever activity you have written down there. Be it like, I must go and see my dad, I must see my mom, whatever, doesn't matter, personal, work, all that, you just write it down. Once you do that, your cells get settled down and they become very productive. They're looking for things to do. Remember, none of these cells sleep. Even when you are sleeping, they are working. So you must understand. So they're always doing something. Once you have done that, you have done the first 2 P. Planning and preparing. You have done that. This is already 3 steps there. The 4th and 5th step is only 1. The 4th step is your daily schedule. If every single day before you go to bed, before 10 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock, you're doing whatever is done, and what are you going to do tomorrow, you put that down. You are inputting the data into your brain for it to prepare all the things necessary for you to function tomorrow. So when you sleep through and get up in the morning, everything that you put there, all the data is already assembled together and it is ready for your use. Whether it's writing a report, seeing a customer, whatever that is, you are far more able to handle the requirement. That also is a way how the daily schedule manages you. And it starts at 6 o'clock in the morning and end at 10 o'clock at night also. Everything that you need to do, you must block a time. And you can see from here, like this, okay? You can see here, guys. You can see it very clearly. This is where we are now. So again, every one of these from 6 o'clock in the morning to about 6 o'clock in the evening, every hour is divided into three columns. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Because each activity will take you 20 minutes. Whether it's a phone call or writing a small, quick WhatsApp message, whatever, it'll take you 20 minutes. That's why it's divided in that way. They're systematically done so that at the end of the day, you can at least do 16 things in a day. And then finally, you do the daily review. And the daily review must match your daily schedule. Okay, great. Any questions so far? None at all? Chris, you have any question?
No questions. What you shared is, it makes sense. And it has proven to be effective, but somehow you need a very high discipline to sustain. Because I've tried before, it works. But after 1 month, you go back to the old habit.
Okay. Chris, thanks for the honesty, okay?
Yeah.
Discipline is like this. Our whole system, whether it's the eye, the brain, the kidney, the liver, the whatever you have in your body, they're cells.
Yep.
They are alive. They are moving. They are thinking. They are doing their own thing. You need to manage that. That is discipline. You must manage your cells. You must give them instruction, what you want done. I give you an example, okay? If one of your muscle got pulled and is painful, all you got to do is to rub your hand. Huh? Take your hand, rub a little bit, okay? Hold on to the place that gives you that pain or what for a short while, no? Massage it, and you just with your own hand do it and say, I talk to yourself. I need the pain to go away, you know. Yeah, this pain, and think about it in your brain. Do it for about 20 minutes. Miracle will happen. Because why? You are communicating with your own cells.
Sounds like a placebo effect.
Well, no. Actually, sometimes the cells are doing things without you knowing it or no concern for you. But the moment you show concern, hey, my leg muscle pull, this, that, the other, you pay attention to your own body, which is part of the cell. They pay attention to your requests. If you don't ask, you won't get all. You remember now?
Yeah.
You ask and you'll get, right? Correct or not?
Yep.
You knock and you'll be open, right?
Yep. Seek and you
So-
shall find.
Yeah, exactly. So because they are cells, you know, they are live cells. They are there for you to make use of them. It requires you to you must connect it, Lana.
Yep.
And some people call it energy.
True.
In my case, I call it you own those cells make you. You didn't make them. They made you.
Yep.
Remember from your mother and father, the two cells?
Yep.
That made you. So actually you became, so it's part of you. And every day, new cells are coming. Not new, actually. Your old skin comes off and the new skin comes, the new cover comes in. But in the center of the cell is also hollow. So it's happening all the time. The more active you are, your cells replaces themselves very fast. And then at the same time, the food you eat, the kind of food you eat.
Yep.
My recommendation is like this, okay? All these are possibilities. You know, they say, heal thyself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing for someone who has sprained his or her leg or what to sit down for a short while, give it a little bit of rub, and sit and watch. Where is the pain? Why is it like that? Can I improve it? Can I improve the flow? Sometimes all you got to do is to lift your feet a little bit to allow a certain amount of fluid to come down, and you'll be much better. All those are things, each individual is different. The habit part of it or the discipline part of it, you must create it. If you don't create it, you will never get it. You remember Roger Bannister used to talk about running the 1 mile in 4 minutes. You remember that Ricky, I used to tell the story. Remember Roger Bannister? He's a medical doctor. They told him in 1955 that if he ran the mile in 4 minutes, his head will come off. He's a doctor. Until he proved them wrong. After several years, in 1954 or 55 or 56, I can't remember the date, he actually did the 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. His head did not come off. The very next week, 7 athletes broke the record also. So it's sometimes our belief system that holds you back. So only when we remove that cap will we suddenly begin to see the possibility. The possibilities are a lot, but it's all within us. Okay, any other new things that you want to hear from me? Tell me. Anybody have got anything? I've got another 10. Right, I've got another 10 minutes more before I close it. And then, by the way, just to let you know, every month on the last Wednesday, I will have this session. So join me anytime. Celine will send you a link. Okay, but I want to keep I'm going to call this the sharing session. And every time, like today, I just want to sum up by telling you the two things. The video on clarity and certainty, was done. Have you all seen the video? Now, my explanation is that clarity is more important than certainty, right? And remember this, okay? Clarity is the one that guides you. Certainty is the one that stops you. Because when you become certain of certain things, you are telling yourself, I don't need input. I give you a small example. When somebody tell you something and then you listen to it, you say, I know. When you say, I know, your entire cells are shut down. Oh, he knows. But when you say, I don't know, to yourself, no need to shout out. Then you say, I don't know. Then you'll get an answer coming. No, it's not true. You know something. It starts to have a conversation with you. And it opens your mind. Clarity versus certainty. This is why the writing part is so important to human managing their life. Every time you write that out, Ricky, you're right in asking the question, why? If you don't know the why, you will keep doing the same thing over and over again and get into trouble. The moment you can answer the why, then only your mind opens up. Have you ever met my consultant? In my web page, all he does for me, his name is Jonathan Lee. He's here now today. You want to add in something, Jonathan?
No, so far so good.
You all of you met Celine or not? Have you seen Celine? And she's been with me now for the 31 years already. And I'm around here.
Long service award.
So guys, first Wednesday is the Facebook. Last Wednesday of every month from now on, we'll have this sharing session. All of you, please come. Anytime, just come. You please come with things you want me to help you solve. As long as it's an issue or a problem, you always can find an answer. But the answer is not outside, it's inside you. And remember, just remember, yes, Ricky, yes.
One question. Okay, you said first Wednesday and the last Wednesday of the month from now onwards, right? We are going to, congregate here.
Yes.
What about if somewhere in between? Can we post question into the Facebook page or what? Are we allowed to do that?
Okay. Every time you have a question, you are in the group, right? And
the Ventrax group.
The Ventrax group, right? In that, you write your question and send it to Celine.
Okay, yeah, the Ventrax group, the WhatsApp group,
Send it to Celine. She will know how to send it to me, and I will send it back to her, and she'll send it back to you.
Okay. Very good.
It's a way to reach me. Because I do this online program nowadays. I start at 10, I end up at 7 at night, or 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock at night. So for that reason, Celine will handle that. Celine, you know that, okay?
Yeah, just send it in the group lah. Then I'll post it.
All right, good. We have another 4 minutes left. Tell me. Everybody are happy? Were you able to pick up some things?
Yes, yes, doctor.
Certainly,
Yes.
certainly.
Yes.
Remember, the answer is inside you, not outside. Everything is here. The We Planner is just like a small little bag that you carry along, a partner of yours, for you to activate all your cells. The We Planner. That's why the writing, essentially writing, is the key to your success. Because when you write it, you yourself understand what are you trying to achieve. You just now that Mr. Ravi spoke to you all, right? Are you still there?
Yes, yes, doctor. I'm still here.
You know, he is in the agricultural field. Okay. And as he told you, he's trying to help the Malaysian country as a country, food security. He's trying to help. Okay. Where what we are eating is not eatable. He's trying to make a change to that. And he used to be a trainer. 13 years ago, he changed his profession, and it took him 13 years to learn this. I'm still learning. Mr. Ravi, you have anything to say before we close?
No, thank you, doctor, for the wonderful session, doctor. I believe normally with the ancient wisdom system which you have created, I've seen the files which you have accumulated for 40 over years, and you are doing what you are saying, Lana. So if we can tap even 20%, 30% of your discipline for the beginning, I believe we can see a great changes in the outcome. That is my say tonight, doctor and the team. Thank you.
All right, guys. Anything else before I say good night? Okay. I'll meet you again, guys. You can please take down. The first week is the Facebook Live that you know has been going on for the last 6 years. Okay. There also, if you have any question, you put it onto the box there, and I'll make sure I'll definitely answer the Facebook one. The last Wednesday of the month, I come on here live and talk to you. You can bring in any question, anything to do with yourself, anything to do with self-improvement, time, any question, anything, just bring it up and I'll show you a way. All right, guys.